It's Monday, it's May, it's puck time, and I'm the Prez. We've got Alex B. Smith and Andrew McInnis with us. I'm excited to talk to both of you boys. Alex, haircut?
No, hair's still long. I'm in a different location. I'm still in Chicago at my parents' house right now, but no, the haircut will be coming pretty soon. So just been enjoying my time here with family and stuff. Had a nice Mother's Day weekend. Took my mom to the casino. Had some good fun here. So I'll be back in Minnesota tomorrow afternoon, and just been enjoying the hockey along with it as well. How was your weekend?
No complaints at all. Busy weekend. I was away in Vegas, as we know, and as I age, those 3 hours affect me, man. Like, it never used to affect me. When I was your guys' age, it made no difference whatsoever, but now I come home and I'm out of it for a few days. Andrew, good weekend?
No, it was really good. It was really good. Prez, it's just nice. You can tell, especially here in the Maritimes, when the weather changes, everyone's mood gets better. Everything looks so much nicer outside, and I'm just looking forward to everything. I mean, playoffs hockey right now. We got NBA going on right now. Memorial Cup is actually coming to Halifax this weekend, so junior hockey will get a chance to look at a lot of top prospects this weekend. So I'm looking forward to that, and it should be a great week and a big game tonight.
Big game last night for the Raps. What an ending. My God. I mean, does it get any more exciting than that?
Yeah.
I didn't even scream. I was in such shock. Unbelievable.
My friends and I are talking the whole game, and I swear that was the first time for the whole night there was just 5 seconds of silence, just watching that ball sit on the rim, just waiting for it to come down. Then we just all lost it.
I think they timed it at a second and a half or something.
Yeah, it was four bounces.
Yeah. Amazing stuff. You don't see that in hockey, but hockey has a whole lot of other excitement. We didn't get to talk yesterday. Bruins won 2-0 on the series. Not a stranglehold, but, they look really confident.
I don't know. I would say it would be a stranglehold. You look at since 1981-82 when they went to a conference format in the playoffs, teams were taking a 2-0 lead in the conference finals, 30-2. So it seems like it might be over. Game 3 is obviously going to be a pivotal point. But I would assume that this series seems to be tilted quite heavily in Boston's favor now.
Which is the team of destiny, boys? We always discuss that. I mean, you got St. Louis playing the best hockey since January. San Jose, they just keep winning no matter what obstacle is put in front of them. Carolina out of the blue, and Boston, a veteran-laden club.
That's why the Bruins are going to win it all, because they deserve it the most. You look at the way they've gotten here. The Luck's going to run up for one of those teams. The way that the Bruins are beating the Carolina Hurricanes right now, it's dominant fashion. We're seeing a third line with Johansson and Coyle completely dominate the game. And then at any time, that top line, Pasternak, Bergeron, Marchand can get involved and really step up. But, Prez, one thing that you said with the Sharks, I want to mention with the Bruins, their defensemen are really jumping into the rush more with this Hurricane series. I'm surprised to see it, but if you notice when you watch Game 3, the Bruins, the defensemen are really coming up and trying to get involved and getting more shots. I think that's really helping them out a lot.
Speaking of San Jose, that's our game tonight. I had San Jose and the over in Game 1. I cashed both tickets. Over 5.5, boys. There's obviously money coming in on that. It was a plus number. It's now minus 110. And St. Louis is plus 120. And, I think that number is maybe underestimating St. Louis. They've been in the spot before, and they keep coming back, They've had an answer all playoff long. And there's really no reason to think they won't have one tonight. Andrew, where are you going in this game?
I'm going to go right back with San Jose, actually. I look at this team, I see the way that they're playing at home. They've now just completely dominated, and they've proven that home ice can be a factor. You look at what all the players for St. Louis are saying after that last game. Patrick Maroon, the guy that took them to that conference final, saying, hey, look, we didn't give out our best effort. We gave them everything to capitalize on turnovers. But that's not just as easy as it said as done. These guys worked their asses off. San Jose proved the amount of depth that they have. And Prez, one thing I have to give you credit for, because I didn't think completely the first game would got to a crazy pace. That was a hell of a pace of that game. And we all know who that benefits, guys, right? That benefits San Jose Sharks completely. So I think that it's more so the Blues win, the total goes under. Sharks win, it goes over. But I'm also going to be looking at the over in this one. There's no way I'm not going to be looking at it. The total is 11 of the last 13 home games has gone over for the Sharks with an average of 7.2 goals per game during that span. So when I look at things, look at the way that Logan Couture is playing right now. Guys, the way Timo Meier, his goal was fantastic. He's an absolute beast right now. I saw him play here in Halifax, and people said that Nikolai Ehlers was going to be way better than him. I don't think so at all, guys. I mean, look at the way Meier's playing right now. Obviously, he's farther in the playoffs. He's talented. I'm looking at Sharks regulation plus 127 and the over 5.5, guys.
Andrew B. McInnis, any thoughts on this game?
I don't know what's the name change there, but yeah, I'm going to go with the over here.
The name change. Just so everybody knows, I slept in today. I had a big night, man. Did not get to watch Game of Thrones, though. Watching it tonight.
Yeah, there's only one more. I know next week's the big finale, so that'll be huge. But with this game tonight, I'm going with the over. It said, as you mentioned, 11-2, the last 13 home games for the Sharks. We saw the Blues in the last series against Dallas, where we all just kind of assumed this would probably be a 1-0, 2-1 kind of series night after night. We saw it go 3-0-1 in the over in the first 4 games. He said, a bit uncharacteristic for the Blues. Had 12 giveaways in that first game. Looked a little bit rusty, a little sloppy. I think they're playing with a little bit more effort. I think we see a higher scoring game, just like we did in Game 1, but it's going to be a bit more balanced. I'm staying away from the side here. Hard to go against San Jose the way that they played at home. These two teams meet up the last 6 times they've met. The home team has won all 6. So slight lean with what Andrew was saying with that Sharks regulation, but I definitely really like the over first period and full game. We've seen the first period cash 6 of the last 7 for the Blues as well. So first period over and full game over 2.
I like that first period a lot. I feel like it could have a fast start and then slow down.
Yeah, we saw a 2-1 score in the first period last time they played each other. I like the over 2, boys. 5.5. It's a little bit low to me. I think, San Jose, they're going to let goals in and they're going to score goals. Speaking of San Jose, Logan Couture for Conn Smythe.
Yeah, I'd say he had to be the leader for at least San Jose. And like I said, I mentioned it in an episode before when we got to the end of the first round and the second round about looking at which players from each team. If you think that team's going to make it to the Cup final, you'd circle a player or two to have. If you want to make a wager for Conn Smythe odds, definitely Logan Couture got to be at the top of that list. 11 goals and 17 points so far this postseason.
Yeah. But with Logan, I mean, it's every time. Every time you turn your head and there's a San Jose goal, it feels like he's the one that scored it.
He has that scoring touch. He will make you pay. He's not one of those guys that has a wide open one-timer, going to hit the post, going to put it over the net. He will make you pay if he's there for it. And that's what you want out of your leader like that. Can
you imagine how much fun the old man with the beard is having?
Yeah, absolutely. And even looking at a guy like Pavelski too, I think he would be a live guy if he can lead this team with. I mean, he had teeth knocked out early in the first round. He pretty much almost had his head cracked in that Game 7. And for him to come back, score big goals in the series of Colorado, if he can continue to score big goals in this series and possibly in the Cup final, I think you'd have to look at him as well as a possible finalist for that Conn Smythe Trophy.
He's Alex. I'm the Prez. Andrew with us, and that, my friends, is Puck Time. All of us like the over, and we all slightly lean on San Jose over in the first period as well. We'll speak to you tomorrow. Alex and Carm will take apart the Boston game. Boys, sorry I was late, and we'll see you tomorrow, and Andrew will see you on Wednesday.
Okay. All right. See you, Prez. See you, Alex.
Tip.